Alright, hello, my name is Matt. Today we're going to be using the Defect in Spire, who I've not used in the board game, I've used in the video game, and they're fun. They're probably my least played character in the video game. I think I tend to use the silent. I like the silent, but we're going to get into this. First, we'll start off with rolling for the boss to see what we get. A 2, so it looks like it's the Guardian. Look at me knowing the names, you know. I used to not know the names of these things. But also we have our Niao's Blessing here, so let's see what we got. Oh, also we need to get our starting relic and our gold, so gotta make sure I do that real quick. Alright, so obviously we need the loaded die starting relic, and I don't remember if we start with 2 or 3 gold, so I need to actually look. We have looked, we have learned. It is 2. And now we can do this. In 3 gold in the card reward, so let's go ahead and do that. 3 gold. First card reward. They're not on screen, but I have them over here, and I have shuffled these. So let's see. Move all block and do 2 damage. Honestly, I do like the Melter. Like, this is the first time I play this turn, draw a card. Free attack or chaos. Channel the orb the die is on. Which, that's pretty cool, but I think Melter's a good starting, like, big hit card. We have upgrade, remove a card, or gain 10 gold, lose 2 HP. I guess we're just gonna upgrade a card. Maybe we'll upgrade the Melter. But I also, honestly, in the game, I really like dual cast being free. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we got our relic, our gold. I think we're good to go. So let's choose out of the first encounter cards. I'll just shuffle them up like this. And we will take this one. This one wants to be chosen. Cultist is 9 HP. He's gonna get buffed every turn, which is kind of annoying, but it's not that big a deal. I already channeled my 1 lightning because start of combat I channel lightning. And let's see what we got. A block, channel and lightning, evoke an orb, defend, and strike. I feel like I always am gonna want to channel a lightning. I definitely also want to defend one just so we can block that. Oh, we also might not have needed to. We needed to. And then maybe I evoke an orb twice. So we can evoke one of our lightning twice. If you evoke it, it says right here it does 2 damage. Evoke 1 orb twice. So if I'm evoking it twice, I guess it would do 4 damage, right? Hey, also, like I said, Defect is probably one of my least played, so if I'm wrong on that, you can just let me know. But it says evoke twice, so I would assume that's how it is. And then we'll just do a default strike with our last energy to put him down to 4. He would do 1, but we had 1 block, so we blocked that. He's going to get buffed though, so this turn he'll do 2, but hopefully we can just kill him this turn. Oh, also, lightning, end of turn deal of damage, which puts him at 3. It's going to be hard for me to remember all this, but we will try our best. 6, trigger die reliability, give us a block. So we only need to defend 1, and we already got our defense. I think everything in here is just going to be strikes and defense. Oh, we have Melter, which I forgot about, which we'll just use that real quick to do 2 damage. So puts him at 1, and then we'll just do a strike to kill him. So that was a pretty good combat. It was kind of quick. I'm assuming also, because like I said, I'm not a Defect player. Start of combat, channel 1 lightning. Do I keep this lightning or would I channel another? Is my question that I might have to look up just so I'm not cheating. We get 1 gold and a card reward. Deal 1 damage for each orb I have. I do like Barrage, and against the Guardian, I think it's good to get a decent amount of attacks, plus 1 less energy for each power I have in play. I don't have any powers, but eventually that could be good. Do we want more attacks or a block? So this could be like 1 energy for 2 block, which is good. So I think we'll get some block just to, you know, last time we took a Melter, which is a big hit. So maybe we need some blockage. And now we'll actually shuffle. And I'm going to actually look at that rule to see if I still channel a lightning or if I have to have no lightning to channel a lightning. Like, you know. It doesn't say under the defect stuff, so I might have to just look it up. Research done. It is kind of like the game where I would lose my orb. I lose all my orbs at start of next turn, I will gain them back. Okay, I just had to be sure. I know in the video game you do just start with 1 lightning. So yeah, you lose them all. And now the question is, where do we want to go? If we go on the left-hand side, we could get 2 elites and a campfire, and then another campfire, which is good. I mean, elites are really good. We need a lot of relics. I believe. I'm kind of a noob, so I guess we'll just do that. Seems like the best thing for me. But first off, we got another, well, not another, our first event. Transform a card, transform 2 cards, gain a curse. I definitely don't want to curse, but I will transform a card, which I guess I will just transform a default strike. I don't know if I want to do defender strikes with the defects, but we're just going to go default strike. Let's get that out of here. And the card we got is more block. 2 block, gain energy. We have 3 or more orbs. A little bit different from the game. I know the charge battery in the game is like you get an energy your next turn. If we have 3 or more orbs, so you can have more than 3. We have another event. This time we actually do have a second event. Gain relic, roll the die, 1, 2, 3, curse, or upgrade a card with HP. So it's like, do we want to gamble? I definitely want a relic, but if I get a curse, whatever. We get a relic for sure, which we got. On 5 or 6, we draw a card. Not mad about it. 1, 2, or 3 gain a curse, so we want a 4, 5, or 6. We got a 5. Perfect. So we don't even get that curse. So everything's going okay. We have an encounter. First encounter that's... Second encounter that's not... the first encounter. We got a fungi beast who spawns in another fungi beast. And dare I say it, they aren't fun guys. They're not that bad, honestly. Well, I mean, they can get buffed quite a bit, so that's annoying. But start of turn, channel of lightning. Let's go ahead and roll the die to see. We want a 5 or 6, really. 2. So on a 2, we're going to get hit for 2 this turn, and the other guy's going to buff twice. So, if anything, I would enjoy if we could kill the guy that's about to buff first. We definitely want to defend because this other guy's going to hit us for 2, but that's really all the defending we are going to be doing. So I guess we're going to channel a lightning. I feel like that's always good, and we will strike the guy who's getting buffed with our last bit of energy. Puts him at 4. So he would do 2. We only got 1 block, so we are going to get hit for 1, when he's just going to buff twice, which honestly is rather terrifying. Oh, but also we have end of turn, deal 1 damage. We're going to do both to this guy, so he's at 2. You know, I'm scared of him, so let's go ahead and roll the die. 6, so we can draw another card. I guess we should have drew our hand first. We got Reinforced Body, Melter, Dual Cast, Nice, Defend, and Charge Battery. So let's get our energy back up. We rolled a 6, so we get to draw an extra card, which is a Defend, and trigger any die relic ability. We'll get a block, and because on a 6, he's going to do 2, 3, because he's buffed. He's not going to do anything, so it's good we got that guy weak, because hopefully we can just kill him. Yeah, he's at 2, so we'll do Melter. First, remove all block. He doesn't have any, and then 2 damage, so he would be dead. Thankfully, we kill him before he becomes a bigger issue, but now this other guy is going to become an issue. But I think we can do dual cast to evoke 1 orb twice, evoke a lightning. I also learned that it's different from the game. You can evoke any slot, which is good. So evoking it, we evoke it twice. Evoking does 2 damage, so I guess it does 4. Hopefully I'm right about that. So he's at 2, and we don't have any other things we can do other than defend, but he's not going to attack us, so we'll just end our turn. And he's just going to get 2 buff, but we'll be able to kill him next turn, I believe. The Melter definitely seems pretty good. I know future fights, it's definitely helpful. Also with the Guardian, it's probably helpful. I think he blocks a lot if my memory serves me correct. So we got Defend, Strike, Reinforce the Body, and Channel of Lightning. Now let's see what we got going. 6, so we can draw another card, which we got Melter, and we can trigger die relic ability. We'll just draw another card. Wasn't he at 2 that I evoked my orb, or is he still at 6? Pretty sure he was down to 2. I don't know how that cube came off, but what we'll do is Melter, cost an energy. Don't know why I'm at 2. Should also be at 0 block. So this 2 damage. He's at 2, so he is dead. I'm gonna look back and make sure I'm right. I don't know what happened to that cube. Let me just check real quick. Okay, he was definitely at 2, so we definitely did kill him. So we're going to get 1 gold. We're going to get a potion, deal 2 damage to any row, and card reward. So let's see what we got. We got Loop, end of turn trigger 1 orb's end of turn ability. Go for the eyes, a damage in a week, or a block, +1 if the topmost card of your discard costs 0. I think we're going to get Loop. Yeah, I think we'll go Loop. Alrighty then. Now we're moving on to this elite encounter. First elite encounter, we got these 3 elite cards, and we'll just choose one randomly. We'll just grab this one. Gremlin Knob. He has got 14 HP. To be honest, I don't like the Gremlin Knob, but 14 isn't too much health, but eventually I won't be able to play skills, which isn't super great. Let's go ahead and roll the die. We got a 6, so I guess the best thing for us to do on this turn is just draw 2 extra cards. So we got Defend, Loop, nice, Strike. And for spotting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're gonna do 6 to draw a card, and then trigger die relic ability, and we'll draw another card. So we got Lightning. Might as well play a skill now because there's really no repercussions yet. So we'll channel another Lightning, and then I guess we'll do Loop for now. I mean, that seems like a good thing to play at this point in time. And then I guess we just want to hit him for 1, so we'll go ahead and do that. Puts him at 13, and then end of turn, these deal a damage. Trigger 1's end of turn ability, so we would trigger another Lightning, so we'll do 2, and then plus the other Lightning we have 1. So now he's going to gain Enrage. After I play a skill, I take a damage, and he's going to do 3 damage this turn. So yeah, it's not the best. We got Melter, Defend, Dual Cast, Charge Battery, and Strike. I'm going to roll the die. Hope we get not a 3. Let's see what we can do here. Evoking is a skill, so that's gonna hurt if we do that. I guess first we'll just do Melter to do 2 damage. 2 damage puts him at 8, so he's already decently low, but yeah. After you play a skill, you take 1 damage. I'm pretty sure that's defendable. So isn't it if I play a defend? So if I defend 2, I would take no damage. Well, on block will go down 1. Is that right? After you play a skill, you take 1 damage. I don't know if that's right. I also need to look that up. I don't know. In the game, you know, it's different. He gets buffed when you play a skill. I'm not sure if I get the block if I play a skill or not. So let's see. We might be able to deal 2 damage to any row. We'll go ahead and use this potion. Whatever. Does 2 damage to him, which puts him at 6. We do have a strike we could play. We can do a strike. That puts him down to 5. I think it's best if we dual cast and just take 1 damage, because instead of 1, we'll just take the 3. So we'll do dual cast, which is 0. We can evoke this one twice, which would do 4 damage, puts him at 1, but we are going to take 1 hit. But I think that's okay. We'll just end our turn, because he's at 1, end of turn, trigger 1's end of turn ability, so we would do 2 damage, he would die. I think that's the best way to, I think that was a good way to go about that fight. So we get 2 gold. We got 2 gold, we get a relic. Our relic is once per combat gain 2 energy if we played a power this turn. That's pretty good. I'm not mad at that. We only got 1 power though. And then card reward, got claw, 1 damage plus 1 if the utmost of your thing costs 0. 2 damage if the topmost card of your discard pile costs 0. Deal 2 damage for each frost orb I have. This is AoE, which we don't have AoE, but we also don't have any way of getting frost orbs currently. I do like this, but what if we just don't get anything that gives us frost? So I don't think we want it. I think we want to get scrape. We need a bit more damage, I feel like, for going into the Guardian fight. We only have Melter and default strikes. And obviously, like, evoking our orbs, it's good to have decent fighting, because, you know, you can put them in the defense mode, which is kind of important. But we don't have any AoE. I would like to get some eventually. I guess against the Guardian, it doesn't matter, but I like to have some for Act 2. We got another event, so let's see. Gain Relic, lose 1 HP, lose 1 additional HP per player. I guess we will take a Relic and lose an HP. So once per combat, deal 2 damage each hit, separate as a 0 cost attack. We also get another Relic here, which 5 applies a vulnerable. We're going into our next default encounter, and it's a Mad Gremlin. Summon 3 random gremlins. If playing solo, summon 2 instead. Let's see. Here's a gremlin. A sneaky gremlin. Here's another gremlin. That's another sneaky gremlin. Why are they so sneaky? So we're already going to get hit for 5 this turn, but we should be able to kill some of these sneaky little gremlins. Alright, I guess we draw, and then we shall roll the die. 2 strikes, a defend, dual cast, pull, and defend. We don't really have any way of getting orbs. A 1 doesn't really do anything for us. I think we'll go ahead and use this ninja scroll to do 2 damage and just kill one of these sneaky gremlins. Makes the most sense to me. It's a free kill. We could also defend, cost of energy, and we could evoke an orb. We can evoke our lightning to deal 2 damage, so we could just also kill this sneaky gremlin. And then I think if we strike him, he would do 2 damage, but we could also defend it. So we'll defend, which gives us 2 block, 1 more energy. Then we'll strike, which gives us no energy, and he would go down to 3, but he would also get buffed and hit us for 2 this turn. But we got 2 block. We're blocking all that, and we're drawing our cards. Blue. We need to be able to channel more stuff, but I think if we just channel a lightning and we play blue, so we're at 1 more, and then we just do scrape, which will do 2 damage. Puts him at 1. I guess he would get buffed once, but it doesn't matter. We have a lightning end of turn deal with damage, but this would also help to deal 2, so he dies. We ain't gotta worry about him no more. We get our 2 gold and our card reward. So let's see. Go for the eyes. Channel X lightning. Exhaust. That's pretty good. And another scrape. I think we're gonna take go for the eyes. I kind of regret my decision already. I feel like I should have took Tempest, but it is what it is. We're moving on with our lives. We'll go ahead and go to this elite. We only have these 2. We'll just take that one. And it is Sentries. We miss summon A and B. Like I said earlier, we don't really have any AoE damage, so we could get hurt quite a bit. Draw R5. Handle the lightning. Evoke an orb. I like that. Defend. Strike and defend. Let's roll our die. We stay rolling 1s. I think that means we're going to get hit for 5 this turn, which is quite a bit. So I think what we're going to do, I like to just get this ninja scroll out of the way, I guess. We're going to do 2 damage to this guy. Put him at 5. We can then free evoking of an orb to do evoke 1 orb twice. So we can evoke our lightning to do 4 damage. Puts him at 1. We can do a channel of lightning. It's our first time using energy. And then we'll defend 2 and be all the way down. And then, you know, end of turn deal 1 damage. I'll still damage to this guy. So kill him. And then I would take 3, but I have 2 block, so I'm taking 1 damage. Go for the eyes. Defend. Scrape. Perfect to get those 2 together and loop. So we got 5. Perfect. We get a block. We get to draw another card. And we can apply vulnerable to somebody. We rolled a 5, so this guy's going to deal 3. So I guess we want to do vulnerable to him. So we can do go for the eyes real quick. And that is a 5, so it will do a damage and apply a weak to him. So we're only getting hit for 1 this turn so far. Then we can play scrape. If the topmost card of your discard pile costs 0, we turn it to my hand. So I get to put this back in my hand and deal... Oh, no, I should have dealt 2 because of that. Then I would do 2 more, 3. Then I could do a damage again and another weak on this guy, but might be able to kill him before he can do anything. Yeah, we have a lightning, so we can strike for 1 energy. Well, also we used that, so it should be at 1 energy. And then we can't really do anything. It's good to play this power, and that would give us 2 energy. It would give us 2 energy, but that doesn't really do anything. Like, we can play 2 defense, I guess. So then our orb can deal damage to him and kill him. And then this guy... Oh, wait. Sorry, I completely messed up. I killed this guy first turn. This guy should have dazed me, or the middle guy should have dazed me. Can't really go back, but just know that could have messed me up way more than it did. But we are going to get dazed this turn. I could give myself double daze, which I guess I'll do. Probably doesn't make up for what just happened, but also we do get to trigger the orb again because of our power. I guess we'll trigger it on this guy. We got Melter, Strike, and Reinforced Body. Let's see what I roll. A 1, which means he is going to do 3 damage. So I'm going to do Reinforced Body twice for 2 energy, which gives me 2 block plus 1 for 3. And then I will just play Melter, which does 2 damage. So it puts him at 5. That's all my energy. He would do 3. I blocked the 3. So we got this card that I had left over. Charge Battery, Defend, Strike, Defend, and go for the eyes. See what we roll. 5, so we get to draw another card, which we got another strike. We get to gain a block, and we get to apply a vulnerable to him. This block really doesn't even matter because he is just going to daze us. So we want to do as much damage as we can. I guess we'll do a go for the eyes. We don't really have any super heavy attacks. It does 2 damage since he's vulnerable and applies a weak to him, which this turn he's not even attacking. So that's good for next turn if we make it there, because we could do 2 strikes for 2 more damage. Puts him at 1, and then honestly we could just end our turn and deal 1 damage to him to kill him. That seems like a pretty easy fight, honestly. And the boss will give us two, or the elite will give us 2 gold, which we have a lot of. Another relic. I already have an insane amount of relics. This game can get where it's hard to keep track of everything. And a card reward. 1 damage, draw 1 card for each type of orb you have. We don't have a lot of orbs, but that is good. Do 1 damage for each orb you have. AoE damage, and draw a card. I almost want to take AoE just because we don't have any of it, so I think that's what we'll do. And we don't have anything that can really get us orbs right now super efficiently. I don't think I want that stuff. We could go to the shop, remove, and upgrade at the campfire. So I think that's what we're gonna do, depending, I guess, on how this fight goes. We got another sneaky gremlin. The gremlins are out and about, especially the sneaky ones. Let's see, we got a mad gremlin and another one mad gremlin. 2 mad gremlins is a little dubious. We got dual cast, altar, nice, loop, which is good. Strike and straight. Let's roll the die. 5 or 6 is what we want, but we got a 1. We'll might as well go ninja scroll to kill this sneaky gremlin. Just because we don't really like him. We don't like you, sneaky gremlin. We have our lightning that we should have. And I guess we will evoke this orb twice to deal 4 damage. Put this guy at 1 HP. Well, do we only have 1 energy? No, we should be at 3. So we could do 5 damage. So we could kill the 1, which might be the best thing to do. So we'll hit him for 2, which puts him at 3. He would get buffed, but we will do 2 again. Puts him at 1, and then we'll do just a strike to kill him. Did not have a block, I don't think. Yeah, we rolled a 1, so I'm going to take 1 damage. Let's see what we got here. I mean, in reality, do I even need to draw? I can just play Sweeping Beam, which does a damage to him, and that would kill him. So we'll just do that, and get a gold, get a potion, which is good. 2 blocks in your player, and then a card reward. So we got stack, block how many orbs you have, channel a dart, and a golden ticket. So let's see what we got for the golden ticket. Buffer, pretty good. Next time you lose HP, prevent it and exhaust this card. If that's the power we play, we get 2 energy, so pretty much that power will be free. Free buffer is good. Might come in handy against this boss. I think we'll get buffer. I probably shouldn't shuffle these because I'm going to go to the merchant and get the merchant board out, so we get to put on 3 relics. Goodbye cards. Let's just might as well reveal them and see. Channel of Frost. 2 block Channel Frost, or Steam Barrier. 1 block plus 1 block for your topmost card, cost 0. There's a lot of options here. First, we're going to pay 3 to remove a card. I feel like we get rid of another strike. I think that's what we'll do. We'll spend 6 gold to get, this one. On 1s and 2s, we get blocks. We rolled a lot of 1 and 2s, so I'm not opposed to that. We have so many relics already. Then we'll spend 2 to get our Cold Snap, so we can get some Frost. Then we'll spend 3 to get Glacier, so we can get even more Frost, even more block. We didn't have many summons prior to this. I shouldn't be shuffling because we're gonna go here. We're only at 4, so we might actually heal 3 to get to 7 before we take this little boss fight. Maybe we could go without healing, but I think we're just gonna. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get this boss fight going. He has 40 health. I think he starts in attack mode. He does 2 damage, mode shift, but if he gets the 5 armor and we break it, it doesn't attack this turn and enters defense mode at the start of next round. He's only going to do 2 this turn, but let's go ahead and draw. Right, defend, right, loop, and defend. Let's go ahead and roll the die. We got a 3. Well, we can play our loop, cost an energy, but if I play it, I gain 2 energy this turn. So go back up to 4. So we can do 2 damage with our 2 strikes, plus 2 energy, puts him at 38, and then we can play 2 defends, so we won't take any damage. And that'll put us at 0. So he would deal 2. We got 2 blocks, so we're chilling. He's gonna get 5 armor this turn. Next turn, this turn, I guess, he would deal 6 to us. Oh, we also had this, which would do 2 more damage. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure we do that. And yeah, this turn he would do 6. Unless we can break the armor, then it puts him in defense mode and he won't hit us this turn. We gotta invoke our orb twice, which is good. Scrape, good. Reinforced body, channel lightning, and defense. So I think what we'll do first is channel 1 lightning, cost an energy, but we'll get a lightning. Then we'll go ahead and do dual cast, evoke 1 orb twice. We can evoke this lightning, which would deal 4 damage, which would make it where he only has 1 armor already. Then we could do scrape to do 2 damage, and we would get our dual cast back. 2 damage puts him at, well, he would lose an armor, and then he would get hit for 1. So he's at 35. So we can continue hitting him as much as we can. I think we actually will evoke to do some more damage. Does 4 damage, which puts him at 31. I think he was at 35. It's really all we can do this turn, but he's not going to hit us because if we destroyed all of his shield or his armor, his block, and this turn he's going to go to defensive mode, which he will do 2, but it's a decent amount. Does he still have thorns in this? In the actual game, he has thorns, I know for sure. On defensive mode, after you play an attack, take 1 damage. It can be blocked. So yes, he does have thorns. We got go for the eyes, buffer, nice. Charge battery, cold snap, cold snap, and defend. Go ahead and roll a die. We got a 3. Again, the one thing we don't really want, I think if he's gonna do 2, I think what we want to do is charge battery first. That costs an energy, but it gives us 2 block. So we're already blocking everything we need. We don't have 3 or more orbs, so we're not going to gain another energy. We could do 2 damage and channel a frost. If we do 2 damage to him, he would hit us for 1, so we'd go back down to 1 block. But we'd have a frost at the end of our turn. We would get a block plus trigger 1 orbs in a turn ability again, so we'd get 2 extra block. I think it's good to go cold snap here. So we'll spend the 2 energy to do 2 damage to him. 1, 2, so that puts him at 29. He's gonna then hit us for 1 because we played an attack and he has this little ability. We have no more energy. Question is, could we play this attack? Because if we hit him for 1, we can play this. So we'll do this one as well, which hits for 1. He would hit us for 1, but we can block it because we have 1 block. Oh, I was supposed to play a Frost. My bad, I did not do that for this cold snap card. So now Frost, end of turn, gain a block, but we also have Loop, which lets us trigger an orb, so we gain another block. Do this for 2, we obviously block it. So now we're into the next one, but I'm gonna have to shuffle the cards, so go ahead and do that. I think it's good to keep this Frost out so we can get 2 block guaranteed each turn. So we got Melter. He should do 4 damage. Sweeping Beam, Glacier. That could be good. Go for the eyes again, and Cold Snap. We also want to make sure we roll a die. 6. Great. We can draw another card. And then we can trigger a die relic ability. So we could do any of these. So we could gain a block, which we might do. Oh, whenever I play a power, I'm supposed to also gain a block. I definitely didn't do that. I guess we will just take this block here. I'm going to do 4 this turn. So if we hit him, he's going to take this block. But we also have a Frost, which would give us 2. If we could channel this one, then like this gives us 3. So we'll go ahead and do a cold snap to deal 2 damage, puts him at 26. He would hit us 1, but we had 1 block, so we block it. We'll go ahead and play this 1 defend. We should have no energy. We have 2 frost, that gives us 2 block, plus we have looper, so we get 4 block. He would hit us for 4, we block it with our 4, and he gets buffed. And then he's gonna go back into attack mode. So this turn he's gonna deal 3. Not that bad. Not that bad. Let's go ahead and draw. We're gonna evoke an orb. Strike, reinforcing body, scrape my goat, and go for the eyes was the top card. So I guess that's probably good for us to do here. He's going to hit us for 3, but we already had that with those. So we'll go ahead and do scrape, which does 2 damage. Puts him at 34. We go for the eyes. We'll go ahead. Did we roll the die this turn? I don't think I did. And we got a 4, which is also, we get a block. What we're going to do, go for the eyes now, which applies a weak to him and does a damage. But we will channel a lightning actually, so we can have some orbage going. I should be at 1 energy. And with the last bit, maybe we could dual cast and strike just for funds. We'll dual cast this lightning, so we'll deal 4 damage. He's at 23, so he is at 19. And then we'll go ahead and strike for 1. We have 2 frost, which gives us 2 block, and then we also have loop, which is plus 1 block. So he would deal 3. Well, actually, he would deal 2 since he's weak. We definitely block that. He's going to move down, loses a weak. This turn he's going to deal 7, and obviously he gets this 5 block. So we want to make sure we can deal some damage here if possible. Buffer. That's pretty good for what's about to happen potentially. Strike, defend, and defend. Let's go ahead and roll the die. We got a 5, which means he gets vulnerable, which is really good for right now. We also get a block. We also get to draw another card, which we got charge battery. So let's see if we can deal 5 damage, which I don't know if we can. Well, we could do this ninja scroll, which is vulnerable. So this is 1. Treat each hit as a separate 0-cost attack. So this would do 3 damage. So that puts him at 2. Yeah, I think that's right. I might be wrong. He's at 2, which I don't know. I don't think we have anything that can really break him out of that. So we'll deal 1 energy for 2 more block, and that'll give us 5. So then we'll play a defend for 1 more, and then we should be alright with our block. Then we'll just do a strike. Well, I guess that takes an armor away from him. And yes, so now we would get, he's doing 7 this turn because he's buffed, but with these 2, we get 2 more block. Plus with Looper, we get 7, so we block all that. Since he had his armor still, he's going to go back up to the beginning of attack mode. This fight has been going on for a bit, but I haven't taken any damage, so it's fine. Oh, also we use this, so we need to flip it over. Right, well, this turn he's going to hit us for 3, but we don't need to block because of all of our frost. Go ahead and roll the die. We got a 5, so we get a block. Not super helpful. We get to draw another card, which is a strike. That also gives him, makes him vulnerable. What's the most damage we can do? It's really just 1, but we can go ahead and do the sweeping beam. Does it damage? Well, I guess it does 2 since he is vulnerable. And we get to draw another card. We got for the eyes, or go for the eyes, which I guess we can go ahead and play. Does it damage and weakens him? We should be down to 2 energy because that costs 1. Channel this. Get 2 block and channel another frost. I feel like that's pretty good to do, especially since he's going to attack us for a decent amount. But we get 3 more block, so we're up to 6, and then we get to evoke or trigger an orb, so we're at 7. We're definitely not getting hit. So yeah, he's going to get his 5 block, so we want to make sure we can hopefully destroy that. We got evoke an orb once, channel a lightning, melter. Melter is super actually good for this fight. Super good. Oh, we didn't even roll the die, which we rolled a 6. We can draw a card, and then we can trigger any die relic ability, which will do the vulnerable. So we'll put vulnerable on him. Then we would have done this, which would remove all his block and then deal 4 damage. So it puts him at 11. And then channel a lightning, which costs 1. Channel this orb and all the slots are full. I would go ahead and evoke 1. So we'll evoke this to get a block. Doesn't really help me right now, but yeah. And then we could dual cast to deal 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, which puts him at 7 HP. And then we should be down to, 1 energy. So we can just strike for 1, which puts him at 6. And then, obviously, he's going to mode switch because he has no armor because of Melter. Melter's super good against Guardian. And we're going to go to 0 block and get 3. Oh, also, we evoke this, so we'll get rid of it. Almost forgot. Grab our cards. Defend, scrape, defend, buffer. We're going to have to shuffle these to make sure we get to 5. So 1 more for 5. So we have 3 block. He's only going to deal 2. Let's just go ahead and defend 1. So we need to make sure we roll. We got a 5, which we would draw a card, gain a block, by a vulnerable. So now that he's vulnerable, we'll go ahead and play Scrape again, which does 2 damage. He's vulnerable, so it does 4, so he's at 2. We did also hit him, so we're going to take a block down. We only have 1 energy. I guess we don't need this block, so we can strike him for 1 more. Puts him at 1, and I have 0 block, but it's not actually 0 because of these frost. So that 2 plus this one, 3. So he would hit us for 3, but we block it. And all we gotta do this turn is hit him for 1. Let's go ahead and draw. We have a strike, we have a dual cast, and Melter. We're definitely gonna kill him. Let's go ahead and roll. We got a 1 that gives us a block. Super good, because then we can just play Melter. We wouldn't take damage either, and we'd kill him. Did we even take damage against him? No, we didn't. Or yeah, we could have upgraded it. We didn't have to heal. But let's see what we got. We got 3 gold. We get a boss relic, which boss relics you actually get to put out 3 and choose which one you want. So we got end of heal combat. End of combat heal 2 HP, not heal combat. End of turn gain a block, or gain gold, look at 5 cards instead of 3. I think end of combat heal 2 HP is super duper good. We're gonna take that. And then we will do our gold card. We got retain, remove all weak and vulnerable from any player and does 3 damage. That's kind of good. Cheap little damage. Lightning deals damage to a row instead of a single target. When played, channel 2 lightning. That's good for the lack of AoE that I have. 2 damage, put all 0 cost cards from your discard pile into your hand. Let's go ahead and look at all 0 cost cards we have. I know we have 1. We have 2 dual cast and go for the eyes. But that's it. We don't have a lot of ways to channel lightning, so that's also good. I don't think we need super high damage ones because we already have cards that do a lot of damage. So I don't think we need this one, even though it is good to get rid of weak and vulnerables. And this would make our lightning AoE. Plus, if we play it with this one, it's free. So I think we're gonna go ahead and take this one. And yes, I guess that'll be it. To be honest, that was probably one of my better runs. I might have messed up the rules here and there. Let me know if I messed up somewhere along the way. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to Act 2. I think we have a good hand for it. Our hand's a little big. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm actually really excited. We got a lot of relics. We got a lot of stuff going on. Good cards. I'm ready. So yeah.